Hiya. So I had, when I got to work, I've had a couple of cups of coffee with a coffee mate in them. I think I had one. I think I had one coffee mate, and then the rest of them was the other one was a bit of whole milk. And I think that's probably what we'll end up doing now. Have the coffee mate for emergencies, and kids are just in the slide, just making sure they're okay. Yeah, could probably have the coffee mate light for emergencies. And because my partner wants milk, he likes milk better anyway, and it's easier if I have the milk because then it'll use it up quicker. It'll be slightly less thins, and I can kind of have a bit of the healthy extra A. What else did I have? Had some Diet Coke and some squash, and I also then had, and then for my lunch I had I meant to bring breakfast with me, totally forgot to make it. So then I had lunch was curry, no sins in there, curry and rice, and then had a couple of apples after that. So far, one sin and some healthy extra A, I think. And now I'm just going to have some popcorn, which is this Metcalfe skinny popcorn, which is 3 sins? No, not 3 sins, 4 sins. 77 calories. With about 4 sins on there. So it'll be 5 sins today and a healthy extra A. I'm going to try and this evening when we get back, I'm going to make some. They are really long, aren't they? When I get back, going to make some wholemeal bread pizza, and that was just with some wholemeal bread and some milk. You can make it with yogurt apparently, but I never have yogurt in, so I just thought I'd use some milk. And we made some last week just with white flour. I don't know. I think there's only certain breads you can use for healthy extra B. So it'll just be sins. But for a small 10-inch pizza, half of it is about 8 sins. So I thought that would be just about right. It's however much flour and milk you use, or it's yogurt is free obviously, but so how much milk, however much flour you use is to make a 10-inch thing. Obviously, you could measure it and then measure it like that, but I tend to just go, well, it fits that space, and that's how much flour I've used to fit that space. So it's an easier way of judging it. I don't know whether the wholemeal flour will be a different sin value to the white flour. They do. No, I haven't seen your socks. Da 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 da. Tied his sock around his ankles. So yeah, I'll just measure it, but when I get back I might have a little look and see if I can just check to see if the sin value is slightly different because it's wholemeal flour. And then beyond that, I just had last week we just had some chopped tomatoes and a bit of cheese, and some olives as well on my partner's pizza. I just thought I'd try it out, see if it works with just a bit of cheese, like chopped tomatoes and cheese, because if I make it too complicated I'll never do it. So I just wanted to try out a real simple, slam it together in it, because the thing about the flour and the milk thing, you don't have to let it rise or anything, there's no yeast or anything, just basically like a pastry. But I thought wholemeal is a better choice than the white flour because it might be a bit more filling, so it helps a bit more with the kind of food optimizing side of things. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Basically I will have used 5 sins today, and then I've got 10 sins to play around with later. Last time we had some cinnamon roll chips with it, and then I'll also be able to have some like He does. He's got a dry little face, hasn't he? He does. It's all very dry. It's just because it's getting a bit... Yeah, it's just he's got a dry little face, hasn't he? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I shall let you know how, because also on Fridays I end up feeling like I just want to, you know, I'm pretty much done in by Fridays. So I always want to, yeah, chill out. So I have to be careful that I don't end up eating to relax instead. Alright, I'm going to go and I'll let you know about the pizza later. Bye. Okay, so I've got this wholemeal flour, which is 4 sins for 25 grams. And I measured myself out 50 grams of wholemeal flour, which would give me 8 sins. And I used a little extra flour because yeah, I'm just cooking some tea. And I've used I used a little extra flour to you know, roll it out. So basically I'm allowing myself 10 sins. That's 2 more sins just for the little extra bit of flour, just to cover myself. So this is 10 sins, and it's wholemeal flour, and I've used almond milk to mix the flour together to make like a little pastry type thing. And I've got some chopped tomatoes on there so far. And then on top of that I will put some more vegetables on there. And then some cheese, just a little scrape of cheese over the top, and then we'll cook it and see how it goes. This is just individual pizza for me, and yeah, I shall top it with stuff and then show you. Okay, so I've just put some chopped some sliced tomatoes on there, and salt, pepper, some oregano, you know, dried oregano, and I've also put some cheese, just some cheese over the top. Grated finely grated cheese, and so the olives, put 2 olives finely chopped, so it'd be about half a sin, so it might then be 10.5 sins, but I'm pretty sure I've overestimated on the flour, so I think I can accommodate that within, and then that'll be anyway for my sins for the day. I don't think I'll need to have any more sins, because I'll have this pizza and then I can kind of snack on. I'll go make some chips anyway from my partner, Slimming World chips, so I can always snack on some of them as well later with some gherkins. So I think this will be a safe usage of my sins. I'm going to cook it now. See you in a bit.